Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a new Jump Force video, and today for you I got the Kenshiro guide, and it's long overdue along with the Kenshin guide, but a lot of you have just wanted the rank matches, so I've been giving you that, but it's time to do a guide, so let's get started with Kenshiro. For his first ability, 100 Rending Fist, it connects with the second, the third, and fourth light, the first and second heavy, and the first and second down tilt. For his second ability, Heaven Splitting Life or Death, it connects off the third and fourth light, the first and second heavy, the first down tilt, and a charged up tilt. For his third ability, Awakening of the Senses, it connects with the second, third, and fourth light, the first and second heavy, the first down tilt, and a charged up tilt. For his ultimate Battle Grief, it connects with everything except the second and third up tilt. Also, if you are going to use the charged up tilt and not jump, make sure to time it, because if you time it wrong, you will pass through. You'll go way beyond it. So if you're going to do something with the up tilt, either time it right, or you can just press X right away, you'll jump, and then when you hit the ground, just go ahead and ult. Basic things to know about Kenshiro's first ability is that you can charge it. Now the charge doesn't actually do anything, it's just more of a mix tool. Let's say your opponent is guarding and you're waiting for a sidestep or something. You can just hold on to this, wait for them to sidestep, then release it. It still does all 100 hits, and it does the same amount of damage whether you were to charge it or to just press it right away. It also does have a little bit of hyper armor, so if your opponent is hitting you, you can, while using this, you can soak up a little bit of damage and be able to hit them. So you can bait some people out by just holding it like this. Maybe they'll attack you. Basic things about his second ability is that you can charge it. So again, it is just like the first one. It is a nice mix-up tool. So if you're hitting them, you can go ahead and hold it. Maybe wait for a sidestep or backstep, then let it go. Now this doesn't increase the damage, and it doesn't increase the amount of time they are mobility locked. If you did not know, this ability mobility locks them, and what that means is that if they ever get hit by this ability, while I am hitting them in a combo, they cannot escape. The only thing they can do is high speed counter. Now if we go into the air, he also can high speed vanish. That is okay. This mobility lock won't allow him to not do that. Also, if they want to get rid of this, all you have to do is just switch characters. For his third ability, the only thing you really need to know is that when you land it, it makes a debuff on the character. If you want to get rid of the debuff, go ahead and switch characters. But it's just a lowering defense debuff, so the next time you hit him with the combo, it will hurt more than it would before any physical combo. So Kenshiro is all physical. I'm pretty sure this ability does not count as physical, but if I were to use this and then go ahead and use this, this will do more damage than normal because his defense is lowered. For his stage transitions, Kenshiro only has one. It's after the fourth light. Only one of them. Now you can't do it after the first light. However, they have a chance to guard, and they'll probably get guard broken, and they have a chance to sidestep and do whatever. So, and you can technically hit it after the third one, but it does not give you the cutscene to stage transition. So your only confirmed one is after the fourth light. Kenshiro's grab string is pretty bad. The second light is the only one you want to grab after. If you try and do it after the third light, it is very slow. It's almost just like a full reset of your positioning. The fifth light is okay. It's pretty neutral. It's just pretty obvious to see coming. So grabbing after the second light is definitely the way you want to do it. For his Vanish combo, he doesn't have much for his lights, but you can do it after the fourth light. So fourth light, Vanish, and then continue with your sixth light. Of course, after this fourth light, you can vanish, wait a second, and then go into another light string. But eventually, if you keep doing this, they will white out after the second time you try and do it. His heavies are where it's a little more fun for the Vanish combo. So after the first heavy, if you Vanish and do the second heavy, it will connect. Doing this after the second heavy, trying to go into the third heavy, it will not connect. So if you ever just want to troll an opponent who's cheesing and you're crushing them or something, go ahead. One heavy, Vanish, second heavy, and then wait a second, do the first heavy again, Vanish, do the second heavy. So without me talking, this is what it's going to look like. And it takes a long time for them to white out, as you can see. I honestly thought for a second that they weren't going to white out. But you can do that, and of course if you didn't know with the first heavy, you can just, if you time it right, you can just keep hitting them with the first heavy, kind of like spanking them. I'm clearly spanking Trunks right now. But of course they will white out eventually. So really, again, the only use for this is doing something like this, which actually can put a lot of annoying pressure and mental strain on your opponent to either waste their stamina to escape or do something, and if they try and escape while you're vanishing, you can try and chase them, right? So you have that option right there. For Kenshiro's Vanish strings, on the second light, you can do this where you do 2 lights into a Vanish dash and hold your guard break right when they get up. They will get guard broken, so Vanish dash, hold, light, and they'll get guard broken as soon as they get up. Of course, they can sidestep this, but most people's interaction is to guard and try and sidestep. And sometimes they might mess up and just get guard broken if they don't time it right. However, they also can just take it, in which they'll go flying into the air, and you can go into an air battle, try and get some meter or something like that. You can also technically do this on the third light, however, it is not as, right when they get up as it is for the second light. They have a lot more time to sidestep or something like that. If you want to do this on the fifth light, you can't, but what you can, or sorry, the fourth light, what you can do is Vanish and just do a regular dash after, and you can continue anything after. So it's going to look like this. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, Vanish, dash, boom, and you can go into like a heavy string or something and let them go flying. For his heavy string, Kenshiro can do this after his first heavy, so 1 heavy, Vanish, dash, and you can do another heavy again. You'll hit, and it'll keep them in the air to do this. Of course, they will white out if you want to keep doing this. You could also just go into a normal, like, heavy string like normal people would do, but if they have their stamina, if you just want to try and bait them out somehow, you definitely can. After the third heavy, we can actually connect a Vanish string after, so, man, I hate when that happens. I don't actually know. Boom, there we go. 3 heavies, Vanish, wait a second, dash, and it'll connect. We can go actually into 3 more heavies. Vanish, wait a second, dash, 3 more heavies, or if you want, you can go into Awakening of Senses. You can also land Awakening of Senses after the dash itself. So if you hit, boom, right? And I'm pretty sure you can do it with any other ability, but for just showing sake, let's just go ahead and do it. Boom, and we can go ahead and continue the heavies here, boom. Boom, now I can't even escape. And we can go boom. Boom. Decent combo right there. They can't escape it unless they high-speed counter. Now, a little side note, at any point, if you land a Vanish string, so if I do 1 heavy and I dash and land a Vanish string there, if I hold light and time it perfectly, right when he gets up, it will guard break him. So obviously I mistimed it right there. I didn't practice it too much. So what we're going to do after this one, boom, time it. Right when they get up and guard, or just right when they get up, I'll hit them. Now, Kenshiro's actually a little weird. Sometimes you can't land a light after using the charged light, so be very careful if there's a delay in the game. You'll most likely not be able to do it. This is just because Kenshiro's light charge is actually so fast that, I don't know, Bondi just thought it would be fair to basically say, well, we're going to give him one more chance to guard. Which is weird, but there's stuff like that on certain other characters too. So again, at any point, if you land the Vanish string, my gosh, jeez, hate this. At any point, if you land the Vanish string, time it right when they get up, guard broke, right? Getting into his Vanish mix-up game, now his light Vanish mix-ups are very weak, they're very poor, they're very slow. So I don't actually recommend doing any of this. As you can see, look, normally when we do 1 light and Vanish, the opponent or the CPU takes a second to actually turn and face us, whereas Trunks here is just following our every move, right? I know he's a Saiyan, but he's literally locked onto us, so we actually can't really do anything with these vanishes, and they're actually very slow on all the lights, right? Like, his lights are just so staggered that it's very hard to. Now, the fourth light is probably the best place to do it, and if you want to do something, you can fourth light, vanish, dash, and grab. He does have a dash grab, however, it's, again, very slow, so be careful if you're trying to do a vanish mix-up. Now, I realize they're probably bad because his abilities are kind of more of the mix-ups. You know, if you hold it, wait for the sidestep or backstep, this ability does catch backsteps. Wait for that, because, you know, if I'm doing something and I want to hold it, wait for the sidestep, I can let it go. It even beats out grab sometimes if you're worried about getting grabbed. Just try and react fast enough. But that's kind of the trade-off. Bad banished lights for two abilities that can be charged and used during the mix-up process. Now for his heavy strings, if we're doing the vanish mix-ups, again, if we do one heavy, this is what we kind of wanted for the light, where it takes a second for them to look at us. We can grab, of course they can backstep, so we can also do something like boom, and then sorry, I meant to do this ability, so if they backstep, they'll get hit with that. Or if we want to charge it, oh my gosh. You gotta wait a second, because it's the same button as a heavy, but if we didn't want to use that, we could go into this. We could also definitely use Awakening of Senses. This does track pretty well. However, if they sidestep, it will do that weird camera thing, and you'll go around in circles really fast, and you'll probably end up missing, so wouldn't recommend that. Of course, you can do one heavy, vanish, dash, grab. This works as well. And of course, you can do a one heavy, vanish, second heavy into like a guard break or something. However, it's very slow. So of course, boom, 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 vanish, dash, grab or something like that, or vanish, dash, hold, charge. However, of course, they can react to it. Other things you can do if you really want to try and do the thing I taught you earlier. So one heavy, vanish, second heavy into the heavy again. So this doesn't necessarily work. I've tried it in online play. It doesn't work. But some people have just sat in this kind of whittling down the time, and I just thought it was funny. So if you ever want to try this and then like mix something up later, definitely can, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's just something fun you can do to troll your friends or something if you're playing friendlies. Now for some regular mix-ups, because Kenshiro doesn't really have great vanish mix-ups, I'll show you guys what I generally do when I'm playing Kenshiro if I'm not vanishing. I'll do 3 lights into a charge down tilt. It's very fast, very fluid. Now, I would usually call this animation crossing, but we're not really vanishing. However, it's still kind of doing the same thing. It's just very fast, very fluid. Of course, they can backstep or sidestep this, so if they're going to do that, just go into a half charge down tilt. Tried to half charge it right there, it's just really fast. Half charge, boom. And of course, if you hit them, you can go into a full down tilt combo. So let's go ahead and, where is the, there it is. If we land the down tilt, so we half charged it, we finish out the down tilt, we can do one light and we can go into like a combo or something. If you also want, if your reactions are good enough and you land the charge down tilt, just go into lights and heavies. Do not, finish the down tilt out, and of course, if you're trying to kill fast, you can go boom and then land like an ability after or something like that. Alright guys, getting into these solo combos with Kenshiro, you'll mostly see something like this, where they're gonna do 4 lights into Life or Death, 2 heavies into Awakening of Senses, and now they have 2 debuffs on them, and we did quite good damage. Now, what I would recommend doing is you want to get off this as fast as you can. So the next fastest thing to do it off is the 3rd light. So do it after the 3rd light. 2 heavies. They can't escape out of this. Awakening of Senses. Now you have a chance to either ult. So I'll go ahead and show you the ult damage in this combo, Unawakened. Awakening of Senses. And boom, ult does connect after this. And because they have the physical debuff on them, it's going to do a little more damage than just a normal ult. Of course, this is Unawakened. 50% damage for a 4-bar combo with our ultimate, that's okay, but we can actually do better. So if I was playing solo-wise and, you know, I'm not using my assist or whatever, I would do something like this. So 3 lights, boom, stop them from escaping, 2 heavies, Awakening of Senses, and now fully charged heavy, they're gonna whiff in the air. So if you guys didn't know, I'm sure some of you have experienced stuff like that, where if you do like kind of that charged heavy thing, you'll kind of whiff them, but like they still go into the air. They don't actually take damage, but they, you know, the game says, oh, you got hit, so we're gonna go into the air, right? So you can Team Awaken after that, you can follow up after, so let me show you the actual combo I would do here. And I did forget to mention, this is also similar to if you just time it right when they get up, kind of the Vanish string. So if you land Awakening of Senses, you hold light and timing it, you'll do the whiff and it'll go into the air. If you want to wait a second and time it perfectly, right when they get up, you'll get the hit for it, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. So let me first go ahead and show you the damage with without the whiff. I guess I'll just call it the whiff. So if we just want to go boom, boom, 2 heavies, and then ult after this while awakened. This is some pretty good damage here. I believe it's around 70%, but most of the damage comes from right here. Just gets beat to the ground. And boom, 75%, right? That's pretty good damage. Now, the thing I would do right here is something like this. Boom, bop, boom, bang. We're gonna do the whiff. Team Awaken, you gotta time it, and we're gonna ult. Oh, see, I mistimed it. Now, I will say, if you ever try and Team Awaken with Kenshiro, you do need to use your assist to basically get the other assist out of the way. Sometimes the actual assist will block you, and Kenshiro will completely miss. So let me go ahead and show you guys some stuff that can happen right there. We'll get to the assist combos later. So if I Team Awaken, and I just press this button right here, it's gonna miss. Goku actually blocked me right there, and I wasn't even able to touch him, right? Now, if I use the assist, I walk up, use the assist, and I do this, if I use it too soon, I'll go right past him. Now, I did land it right there, but most of the time, if you don't time it right, you'll go right under them, and you'll waste your chance of landing a ultimate. So, let me go ahead and show you with everything I do perfectly how much damage we can pull with just landing the ult. I won't use Piccolo yet, but I'll go ahead and show you guys. We're gonna whiff, Team Awaken, wait a second, call in Piccolo and ult, and we're gonna catch him right here. Now, technically, this is a reset. So they could like potentially awaken if they have red bar after this, but look at the damage, just the normal awaken works, and of course I'll get to when Piccolo connects after, because we can obviously follow up after that. But that is the damage, a good 80% right there if you want to go for that reset whiff combo, and I suggest you do, because a lot of people can't react to or will get guard broken from getting whiffed like that. So if I, just a quick note, I know I'm talking a lot about this, guys, but it's good to know. If I land, oh my gosh, if I land Awakening of Senses, and I do this, they'll get guard broken right away, and we can go into like a full combo, right? So just be aware of that. If you land it, I'd recommend always going for your charged light. Now, normally for assist combos, you'll probably see people do this, where they use any type of assist to connect something after this. They'll connect, and then you can like use, go into another string, but of course I did too many, so they white out. So most of the time it looked like this, right? They try and get 2 Awakening Senses off, and then ult, right? That does really good damage. Kenshiro's just a damage machine, especially when you're awakened. So if you ever land this and just do it again, right? It doesn't stack the debuff, but it does reapply the time. That's the only thing. It doesn't stack the time, it just reapplies it, it resets. And to be honest, it's 85% for a very, very simple combo, of course. You could always just go into 2 heavies if I don't miss the first heavy here. Go into like another heavy or something and then ult, right? It's just going to be the same damage. It doesn't really matter. However, I want to go for bigger damage and I want to be a little more fancy, so let's get to some stuff that I would do. Alright guys, so the main combo that I actually do with Kenshiro, now if you're finding that people do escape, like if you're trying to do this after the second heavy, if they're escaping after that, I'd recommend, and maybe you're short on time, I just do it after the second light, boom, going for the whiff here, Team Awaken, or walk up, Piccolo, and ult, boom. A lot of damage right here. Remember, the debuff is applied. Now I'm holding my assist button. I'm holding it down. Piccolo will catch. We're going to walk up, or dash up, Awakening his Senses, and call in Piccolo again. And we're going to use just this, the atatatas, right? 95% damage, very good damage. Now, of course, we can go for 100, but that's just a very quick combo if you need to get it off right away, right? Just the 2 lights into Awakening of Senses. Now there is another option if you want to go for another reset after that, so let's go ahead and just do the same thing again. Boom, whiff, Team Awaken, walk up, Piccolo ult, connects right here. The second option is to go for another whiff. Instead of calling in Piccolo after the Awakening of Senses, we're just going to go for another whiff into the air. So Piccolo's going to catch, dash up, go for the other whiff, follow it up, call in Piccolo too, and if you time it right, like I did not time it right, Piccolo will catch him in the air, and we can actually kill him as he falls down with Rending Fist. So I'll go ahead and try and do that and show you that. So we caught him right there. We're going to come down, and we could use Awakening of Senses, but I think it's cooler to end it with this. But if you have a bigger health team and you need a little more damage, I'd definitely go for the Awakening of Senses. Plus, it'll reapply the debuff if they have any extra life to that you need to get rid of. So definitely go for that. Also, guys, I did figure out something that we do need to know here. Alright guys, now very important, there are 2 different timings for this Team Awakening, and I was trying to remember how I kept missing, and now I understand. If we land Awakening of Senses and we do the whiff, the whiff timing is very fast, right? Walk up, call on Piccolo, and ult, and we'll catch him, right? However, the timing's different if we hit him. So if I waited a second and I hit him, I didn't hit him right there, so let me try again. So wait a little longer. Oh my freaking god. I'm just gonna wait for a while now. Boom, we hit him. The timing is different. If we try and do the same timing as the whiff, look, I go under and that's when I miss, right? So if you wait too long right here and you happen to hit him, you need to wait a second. It's going to be a little longer to wait, and then you go into this combo, right? So very important to know, guys, because maybe a delayed game is happening, the input comes in late, and you actually do hit them instead of doing the whiff. You need to know what type of timing to do. However, it's the same thing after. Awakening of Senses, you can call in Piccolo or something, and then, like, use that ability. I held it for too long just for fun, but that's what you would go to. Just do the basic steps after that. Now guys, let's say they aren't getting whiffed and they aren't getting hit, and what's happening is they are getting guard broke. So if they choose to guard break, let's do the basic combo here where we go boom, boom, and we're already in kill range, right? So we're gonna do this. It guard breaks them. I recommend doing 1 light into 3 heavies. Team Awaken, and now the Team Awakening for this is the same timing as if you were to hit them, not whiff them. So make sure to do the timing if you were to hit them. Now what we're going to do after this, Piccolo should catch. We're going to dash up, and we're going to go ahead and just do Rendering Fist. And if we need the extra damage, we can call in Piccolo, charge up again, use Rendering Fist again. However, most teams you won't need the extra damage, and you can just end it off 1, but it's better to be safe than sorry, right? So go ahead and do that. Another 100% combo right there for us. And of course, you can do something like this if you ever land a instant transmission. You can just do this. Now the debuff is not applied during this, of course, so it's not going to do a lot of damage right here. What I'd recommend doing is, since, you know, it's not gonna, we're obviously not in kill range, I'd go for the whiff reset here. So Awakening of Senses, you're gonna go for the whiff. Oh, but we got the guard break, so we're just gonna go boom, boom, Piccolo. And then maybe, I don't know, this. You know, anything you can kill. I don't think you can kill. Maybe you could. Maybe if you got another bar and tried to land Awakening of Senses, you could. But just go for that type of damage if you go for the instant transmission type. Also, guys, just a little tip for stage transitions. I'm not going to show you all of it. However, if you're in a character change, it's very good. So go ahead and do 4 lights, charge heavy, do a stage transition if it's a character transition one, because the fact that it just resets right here is enormous damage, and I'm not sure if we're going to kill right here. Damage reduction might hit us, but as he falls, Awakening of Senses, Piccolo, Awakening of Senses, and ult, right? And I don't think this kills, but very good damage. I think it's going to stop at 90, but we'll see. It didn't stop at 90, but we're not going to kill him. Boom. Yeah, very close, right? So play around with the maps, choose which one you like. I'd recommend anyone with character transitions, so I know New York, Marineford, and then the one I freaking don't know. But just play around with them, guys. And also, if you didn't know, when you awaken as Kenshiro, you'll get access to these side steps and back steps and front steps. Now, Kenshiro's front step is very annoying. You can do something like this, and if you didn't know, if you ever reverse someone, you can do it with some other characters too, but Kenshiro is just, oh my gosh, annoying. If you ever reverse someone that does that, so just kind of watch. Right, like that's annoying, right? Especially at the start of a round, where like, let's say we just started the round, the timer's starting, timer's going, right? 3, 2, 1, fight, right? I'm in your face constantly. It is very annoying, and it puts a lot of pressure, and you tend to make a lot of mistakes, so it's very scary. So Kenshiro players, go ahead and do this if you want, but it's really just there to mentally strain the opponent and annoy them, so. Alright guys, we had a little time for gameplay. I'm just here to show you that the combos actually work in online play. Unfortunately, this is a D5, so, you know, we're gonna feel a little bad. However, I'm not gonna feel too bad. Yo, D5s always crack me up because honestly, they do stuff that is actually like good, but they don't know it, and they're just kind of pressing buttons, but we'll see. Boom. You can also do stuff like this where Piccolo catches right here, awakening up senses. Let's go for the hit him in the air again, and we get our bars back, right? So it always usually works. I dashed. I think we are fast enough to get past this. No, we're not fast enough. Whew, scary. What I'm gonna do right here is awaken up senses. Heavy. Piccolo. 1 heavy. Boom. Alright, so we're gonna let him hit us, and we're gonna get ult, and we're gonna try and do our 100% combo. Of course, for stage transitions, I think I'll show it later. I should have got hit by that, might be. For stage transitions, you can always... Sorry for laughing. You can always go for a character reset, and Kenshiro is amazing with that because although he doesn't have like a nice stage transition, just the fact that his things do nice resets. We'll go for this combo right here. So we hit him. Timing's gonna be different. Ooh, I thought I dropped that for a second. He actually has a pretty squishy team, so I'm curious if Piccolo's gonna kill him here. Or if this is just gonna kill him. So yeah, Piccolo killed him right there. But guys, as you can see, the combo works, and if it wasn't gonna die, we would dash up there, and we go ahead and follow it up with Awakening of Senses, or whatever, how many bars we had, right? So I'll go ahead and try and find someone else, but we'll see where we are with this. Alright guys, playing against a B5, so hopefully this can show you that it will work on like B players as well. So we're gonna go ahead and try it out here, or we're just gonna play normal at first, or maybe we'll let us get hit. I don't know. Oh, there it is, gentlemen. Oh, there it is. Well, we're purposely getting hit. Our attack is getting lowered from the debuff. Go with the Vanish string here. Ooh, it didn't time it right. It's alright. Oh, the switch! The double perfect barrier team! Interesting. Where are you going, Gara? Okay. Interesting. Oh, the grab, and we can't escape. He gave us time. I felt like he gave us time to escape. Hold up. Bummer. I don't think we're dead. We might be. Actually, Gara's considered a glass cannon, which is strange. His health is very low. Boom. And we're gonna ult because I want the round. That's probably more frustrating not to take the round. I'm curious if we could have killed if we did like 3 heavies of Vanish string and then maybe like an ability or something. Who knows? Didn't want to take the risk. I don't play enough Kenshiro. But we gotta get hit again, so let's just let him hit us. There we go. Let him hit us. There it is. Okay. Alright. It's weird how like you fall like toward him with the grab. It's strange. All right, so we need at least 3 bars. Ooh, hate that reset. Ooh, you gonna go for guard break shoes? No, not safe. Oh, he can grab after that though. All right, let's go ahead and let him win here. Let's just get bars, but. Oh, actually, hold up. Wait, can we make this comeback? We don't have any bars after to do damage here, but let's. He's got a squishy team. And the comeback! Let's go! Is that 100%? Easy, man! Look at that, guys. Another way to counter cheese, Kenshiro. The double perfect barrier had nothing on us. Alright, guys, that's actually going to be it for this guide. I actually had a lot of fun making this guide. My voice is starting to hurt. It's starting to give away here, so I'm going to end this real fast. I was planning to stream too, but hopefully I can. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. And remember, the next guide is Kenshin, and then after Kenshin, I'll put up a new poll on our YouTube community page, and then you guys can vote on who you want to see next. So, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. See you later.